Well, hello everybody. We're gonna have a good talk. Another topic I wanted to hit really hard, and I wanted to go live, but it has to be done. It has to be talked about, and that's the International Court of Justice, Nuremberg Code, all of it, all the tribunals, everything done in Canada, what you all need to know. You can all Google search it, go right to the International Court of Justice's website, and you will find this truth. There has not been a single Canadian case that has ever made it to the International Court of Justice. In fact, there has never been a Canadian ever to go to it or any tribunal in the international stage. Not a one, not ever, not in Canada history, not since its inception way back in 1945. It is part of the UN Charter 1945. What all Canadians need to know, why this video should be shared, because again, go to the International Court of Justice's website, registered, verified, and you will find only one case by another country many decades ago taking Canada to task. And do you know why that is, Canadians? I'm going to go through it with you. In 1985, it's going to be explosive in about 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks' time, it's going to be explosive for whomever wins the election. I'm certain it's going to be Trudeau. But either way, conservatives and liberals, corrupt and guilty as hell for decade after decade, lying to every Canadian, and worse, the First Peoples right here in Canada. Lawyers, law firms from all over have sucked the living blood juice out of you Canadians, only to go to a far-fetched fake court, absolutely fake, the International Court of Justice, hence Ontario Human Rights, or any of the Commission's tribunals, all done by the Government of Canada. Not once did you ever go international or appear on that stage. Not a once. And you'll find the truth of this right on their website. They've never heard of a single Canadian case. They've never heard from any of you. Not one case has ever been brought forward. Every single lawyer and law firm in Canada is taking you to Canada's kangaroo court, the International Court of Justice, i.e. Canada's brand. It started in 1985. Why that happened? Canada crapped their pants. It was under Brian Mulroney. He totally shit his pants when he realized South Africa, the rogue regime South Africa in the UN, was going down. Crown colonial South Africa going down the toilet. Absolutely. They watched it happen. Brian Mulroney shit. So did the Liberal opposition. And you know what they did? Including NDP, including Bloc Québécois. You know what they did? They said, let's amend the Canadian Criminal Code. Let's take in all those things ratified by the United Nations Security Council against South Africa. Let's make our own brand quickly, quietly, fast. Put all these excellent international laws right in our criminal code. However, nobody bothered from the UNSC to ever read the Canadian Criminal Code redone, built system of 1985. Had they would have realized the crime of genocide was put as a misdemeanor, even though it comes with a death penalty. Death penalty worldwide. When the UNSC step in, crimes of that magnitude come with the death sentence. In Canada, it could be a slap on the wrist, 6 months in jail. Tops. A Nazi found in Canada could see possibly 5 years maximum. That's Canada's laws. Why? Because we are built in the Nazi system. Our Canadian politicians are guilty of the worst heinous crimes since 1952, absolutely, to right now, today, as I give this video to you. That's reality. All the tribunals, All these lawyers promising you, especially you anti-vaxxers, you religious people, you the Indigenous Canadians, First Peoples, call it the Treaty Indian, which is what it is. Call it the Inuit, which is what it is. You can go with the language Inuk. You can go with the Métis Canadian. All of your cases have gone to a kangaroo court. That's a fact. That's a reality. That's why the Canadian government challenges every single win there in the Supreme Court, drags it out for 20, 25 years. So they make a pile of money, all the politicians, all the law firms, and it's you, the Canadian citizen, who loses every time. And all of those peoples, you've only ever won when they were scared it may go to the highest court, the ICC, International Criminal Court. It gets worse. So Canada quit the International Court of Justice, bound in international law, in 1994, told the Allies they built their own, they do more than the rest of the world. They told them all these lies. And why? Because they didn't want the UNSC to know the truth, didn't want them to come in and do what they did to South Africa. In South Africa in 1994, the Constitution was voided by the UNSC P5. They took the Constitution and ripped it up. They took all the federal parties, investigated them in less than a year, determined they're all corrupt, all anti-Semitic, all guilty of absolute genocide, scrapped them all, imposed a new constitution, new elections were held, the other one voided, parties scrapped. That included the Labour Party, the Conservatives, and the Liberals. Same design, same system as Canada is today. This is coming about. It's coming out very quickly in the next 2 weeks. You're all going to see it. I'm going to shoot a video, absolutely, for the 39 chiefs of Treaty 4 in real presentation, going through all this in tremendous detail. You're all going to get to see it, and so will they. The organizers of that are going to forward that on for me, as I can't make it because NDP thought it would be a good idea to have me scrapped. Do it through causing me serious problems in employment. I'm back working now. We'll see how it goes. But financial loss, I'm not like the politicians. I work my way, Canadians and First Peoples. I work my way. I pay for everything myself. I don't ask anyone for $1. I don't beg. I don't cry. I don't whine. I don't need special interests. When the time comes for donations and registration, we'll go through the process and we'll do it legally. But you'll never, ever, ever see us beg to rob and rape the taxpayer or to perpetuate genocide by any special interest groups. That is my word to all of you. And this historical work is going forward with the UNSC. We have the right alignment of stars. Actually, we have it for 3 months. I told all of you, massive wind sprints this year. There's going to be a 3-month period where you're going to see impossible tasks done. One coming in the next 2 weeks, never done in Canadian history, and it will be one of several hammer blows to the Canadian establishment. But everybody, from every walk, you call yourself right, you call yourself left. The reality is there is no such thing, and I'm going to show you all that over the rest of this year as we go for our registration. We're going to squeeze it all in, get it done. It's going to happen for all of you. So don't lose heart. Share, share, share. ICJ, as per Canada, in every single case Canada has ever perpetuated, is an absolute lie. You will find this on the ICJ website. For you all, they publish the truth, and you will not find one tribunal, not one case, not for Canada its entirety. And absolutely, since 1994, Canada withdrew, completely gone forever. Many, many other countries, including the UNSC, are still in it. Those that left went with the ICC, highest court, and they only left after the inception of the ICC. Not Canada. Canada was well on its way out, terrified. Your pissy pants, conservative, liberal, NDP bloc, and the rest of them, of the time, registered federally, all went that route together. They're all corrupt. They're all just like South Africa. They have no intentions of ever freeing the Canadian citizen and have nothing but contempt for the Indigenous Canadian, which is, again, Treaty Indians, seated, unceded, Inuit, and Métis. And I say Inuit because that's the Arctic Council. That's how the world sees it, and that's how it's going to be. So sorry, Mamaluk, you're just one of 3 parts. I know how the whole system runs. I'm even going into that university and on that stage with Russia. So I'll stick with the Allies, the true narrative, for absolutely the Treaty Indian, who is Arctic as well too, and Inuit, and all the other narratives that go along with that. I won't be playing favorites, and I won't be kissing any liberal or conservative asses going forward. Not for any peoples, but I will free all of you, and I will deliver the truth. That's PCC, Party of the Canadian Constitutionalists, and that's what we're going to do. Truth and justice for all of you. We're going to get it done. There is no left and right. It's only up and down. Thanks, everybody. That's my video. Share, share, share. It's true. It's real. Credible. Verifiable. You can all Google search it right now. And just wait. Historical dates. September 17th. And then UNSC. September 23rd. That fast. Not much of a hammer blow. You'll all see it. Thanks. Share, share, share. It's important. Everybody's got to know. And while this government isn't sitting, let's just keep hammering the hell out of them, shall we? Thanks now. Bye.